And if you have friend or colleague that would like to join us today, we also streaming on the Facebook Live on Fuan and our Facebook page. Now, I think it's time. So to formally start our program, I have the honor to introduce to you to the chairperson of the ASEAN Women Entrepreneur Network to give the opening remark in 5 minutes. And I would like to invite everyone to turn attention to a message that sent by คุณหญิงนัทธิกาวัฒนเวคินอังอุบลกุล the chairpersons of ASEAN Women Entrepreneur Network. Please welcome her to the virtual launch.
Distinguished delegates and representatives, ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to welcome you to this virtual launch and a very good afternoon to you all. Your participation has certainly added both weight and wisdom to the launching of the policy paper and to the follow-on exchange of views on the accelerated implementation of the action agenda on women's economic empowerment. Let me take this opportunity to thank our partners, Oxfam and the Philippine Women's Economic Network. Their successful collaboration is well evidenced in the policy paper on ASEAN through a gender lens, as well as in mobilizing an impressive body of participants with extensive experiences and deep insights in women economic empowerment. We are now living through the worst human and economic crisis of our lifetime. Swiftly and in an unprecedented way, the COVID-19 pandemic has exposed and intensified gender-based disparities across the globe. In the process, the pandemic has eroded much hard-earned progress in inclusive and sustainable development, thus setting back gender mainstreaming by several decades. Indeed, up to 17 million jobs were lost in Southeast Asia alone in 2020, according to the International Labour Organization. In addition, most ASEAN economies were in recession in 2020 as well, as reported by the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund. Women workers, managers, and entrepreneurs have borne a disproportionate burden of such job losses and economic dislocations. It is also sobering to note that the jobs which have disappeared in the pandemic will often not be the same jobs which will emerge under the new normal. Education and training for upskilling, reskilling, and new skilling are of great importance in the future of work. However, the speed and scale in capacity building needs have simply outpaced the capabilities of governments in information gathering and analysis so as to ensure more proactive and informed matching of workforce supply and demand. Our role as members of the ASEAN Women Entrepreneurs Network has therefore become even more important, especially in supporting our governments to regain quickly the lost grounds because of the pandemic. This launching event also gives us an excellent opportunity to reiterate our unwavering commitment to multi-stakeholder collaboration and partnership in maximizing women's full potential and catalytic contribution to collective development. The 7 components in the action agenda on women's economic empowerment provide a ready pathway and a clear direction for accelerating the implementation of gender economic mainstreaming under the digital economy. Some of the high impact areas for affirmative action include women's equitable access to business information, market opportunities, investment finance, technology and innovation, and capacity development and leadership. Our journey toward a more prosperous, cohesive, and people-centered ASEAN community will be full of challenges with or without a pandemic. But I'm confident that these challenges will not be able to sidetrack our focus on achieving a gender-balanced ASEAN and on ending all forms of gender-based discrimination and disparities. That is a community and a future that we, our members and collaborative stakeholders all want to build up and live in. I'm very much look forward to meeting with you face to face in the near future. So please stay safe through these challenging times. Thank you and have a productive discussion.
Thank you คุณหญิงทัชกาวัฒนาเวคิน for great opening remarks. In these occasions, to talk more how about this project came about, the